Welcome back to the Green Means Go channel. It's your host, me. Thankful that you guys are here for another Tuesday. Last week, I asked that you guys push me over that 300 subscriber number. You guys did it and more. We're sitting at 314. Feels great. If we can get to 350 today, boy, I'll be thankful. So if you guys can run it up, share this with your friends. I appreciate that very much. We are having a great year. Let's hope it continues. Before we get into the video, what do I need to do, guys? Like, is this too much decor? Is this not enough decor? Like, help me out. Too much Seahawks, not enough. Mix it up. Like, it just give me your tips, give me your comments. Let me know. Any interior design people on here, drop a comment. I appreciate that very much. Let's look at last week. Taking a look at last week, we had another successful Tuesday. We cashed Mountcastle, Reynolds, Melendez, Tauchman, Contreras, and Blade, which put us in the profit before any free bets were handed out, which is the goal, which is awesome feeling. Let's look at the overall numbers on the season. Looking at the overall tracking, it can be a little confusing because there's a lot of variables. I hate to sound like your father. You need to be tracking your bets on your own. Okay, that's the best way to know if you're up or down. So I would recommend that. Otherwise, just to show the credibility of my picks, and I hate to sound like those guys on Twitter, join my Discord, bro. We're giving out locks. You're missing it. You're falling behind. You're not. Okay, that's not me. All right, I hate to sound arrogant, but I do want to show you how well we are doing. We've spent about $5,000 between A team and B team. Okay, so a total of 10,000. We are up 10,500 before free bets. So we are positive just on home run picks. So if this promotion was not a thing, if Dinger Tuesday didn't exist and I just got on here every Tuesday and gave out home run plays, we would be up money. Okay, that's fantastic. But because it is a promotion, we have earned $4,800 in free bets. Okay, so if you're converting at 75%, which I would always suggest, you are up almost $4,000. We are up almost $4,000 total on the channel. I realize you cannot play everything. So if you take B team, okay, you're up 2,200, A team up 60. The point of the matter is, I spend a lot of time on these picks, okay? I do my research and I hope to give you guys good plays, and so far I have. So thank you for coming by, and let's keep cashing as we wrap up this season. Looking at the slate overall here, I have 5 A-rated games I think we could see 4 to 5 home runs in, 5 B-rated, 3 to 4 home runs, a couple C's and a couple D's. Again, if you have the unlimited version, there is no restriction on your account. I would play the slate tonight. Okay, I think it should be a fantastic evening for home runs. If you have the limited version, I'm going to play all the A-rated tonight. Okay, and I know that we've seen my history and C's cash and B's cash, but stick with it. I'm profiting overall with this strategy, so I just have to ride the ups and the downs. So let's go ahead and look at these games. We start here with the first game of the night. The game in Cincinnati. Conditions are fantastic. Ballpark Pals giving it a 41% home run increase on the average. I don't know if I've ever seen a line quite that high. So, expect 3, 4, 5 home runs in this game. My targets tonight are Matt McClain and Andres Gimenez, one from each team. Obviously, Logan Allen has been decent in not allowing home runs, but when has he played in these conditions? So I don't think you can go wrong in this game. If you don't play these guys, that's fine, but play this game. I think you should see plenty of home runs. Game in Miami, I'm giving it a B, even though Ballpark Pals rated a little lower than what I expected. This is a dome stadium, but Johnny Cueto has looked pretty rough. Small sample size, only 27 innings pitched this year, but given up 7 home runs. Kyle Tucker at 430, I think, is pretty generous. We're going to go with John Singleton here, a guy who we may want to make sure he's in the lineup, but at 680, I like his number for the Astros. My backup play would be Alvarez. He was sitting at 300 this morning. If you want a more safe play, go ahead and take Alvarez here instead of Singleton. Game in Washington looks to be fantastic conditions as well. Nick Pivetta and Josiah Gray. Again, I'm going to go one from each team here. Keibert Ruiz, I think, at 630 is a little too generous. Switch hitter who has been hot lately, just hit a walk-off a few nights ago. And Alex Verdugo at plus 800. It's hard to turn down Verdugo at that number, so I am going to ride these two guys. Definitely a game I play, even with the limited version. The game in Toronto should be another good one, okay? I mean, if the home runs aren't flying off the board at the start of the night, we may be in trouble. I'm not going to target Zach Wheeler here. I'm going to target Kikuchi, who has struggled giving up home runs. We're going to go Nick Castellanos and JT Realmuto. I think Castellanos has been one of the hotter hitters this month. I don't mind Trey Turner. I don't mind, Alec Boehm. Phillies guys, I think, are the play tonight. No matter how you slice it, these would be my plays officially. Looking at the game in New York, we have Pittsburgh facing the Mets, and I am going to go a little chalky here with Francisco Alvarez at 330. Typically, I don't dip that low, but I like his matchup against Falter tonight, and we're going to go Andrew McCutchen for the Pirates, a guy who he's struggled this year, I think. He's not at his normal pace, but I think conditions are great for him. I think his matchup with Peterson's good, so we're going to roll with Andrew McCutchen as my official B team play. The game in Atlanta is one of my favorites tonight, and Luis Cervino has struggled mightily against lefties. I mean, his numbers against lefties are pathetic. So here's the deal. Matt Olson was sitting at 285 when I first woke up, and I thought, I don't like dipping below 300, but I don't mind that line. I took a shower. I made my coffee. He's already at 250. I don't know what he's at now. He's not a bad play. I honestly think Matt Olson is a play until like plus 190. If he dips below 200, maybe not, but above 200, he's a play. I'm skipping it. I'm just letting you know, but I am going Michael Harris at 560. And a little bit of a long shot here. Nicky Lopez at 11-1 hit one last week and has a great matchup with Cervino. He is a lefty, so why not roll the dice here and go, a little bit of a long shot and a great matchup. The game in Minnesota also looks swell. I'm telling you, these early games are fantastic. We're going to go two guys at 420 each, Max Kepler and Polanco, guys who are facing Fado, and I think they should have success. This game in St. Louis is bizarre because the A's have not made an announcement on their official starter. It is likely going to be Watkins tonight, so I'm going to target two guys against Watkins and go Nootbaar, Edman, or Gorman. Again, I don't know what any of those lines are because FanDuel doesn't have it listed because they haven't listed their starter. These are my potential plays. I will tweet out my official plays on my Twitter. Okay, check it out right there. It just popped up for you guys. I'll put that out there for you guys when they have numbers out. Flipping over here to the latter half of the evening, we have a battle in the Windy City, Chicago versus Chicago, and here's the deal. I have to do this. It's obligation. Tauchman and Bellinger, 8-1. Okay, the conditions aren't great. I loved Tauchman last week. I sat here and said, they're giving us 6-1, slam it, and he hit one, okay? I'm not saying that today because I don't love the conditions. However, Tauchman and Bellinger have hit home runs in 2 straight Tuesdays. Both of them, okay? So we're just going to play it again and hope for the best. Game in Texas is also looking great. We have a lot of hitters in this game. I expect 4 to 5 home runs. Nathaniel Lowe and Jonah Heim, 520 and 470. Again, I don't think you can go wrong with any bats in this game. These are going to be my plays. Guys, I am definitely playing even with limited, but I think as long as you're on this game, you should see your value returned. Game in Kansas City tonight is probably the worst of the evening, and I don't know why I'm taking Cal Raleigh at 3-1 if it's the worst conditions, but hey, we're going to do it. Also, Canzone here at 6-1. Again, not touching this game at all, and I know I said earlier if you have unlimited, play them all. If you want to skip this one, I don't blame you. Game tonight in Colorado, another 41%. I know I haven't seen one that high, and we have 2 on one night, so this is definitely a play from me. But here's the problem. The Diamondbacks have not listed their official starter this evening, so lines are not up, and I have a ton of guys. So if you're looking at Diamondback guys, Marte, Gurriel, and Walker would be guys I'm looking at. Blackman, McMahon, and Jones over here for the Rockies. Again, I will tweet out my official play, and I will definitely be playing this game, so make sure you are watching out for my official play. Game in San Diego, fairly neutral conditions. However, the pitching is pretty darn good. Only, 200 innings pitched combined, less than 20 home runs given up. But I would go Cedric Mullins and Jake Cronenworth here, about 6-1 each. Mullins is off of injury, but he's been hot as of late. Cronenworth as well hit one last week, so these are my plays for this game. Game in the Bay Area, we have Tampa Bay visiting San Francisco. Kind of confusing there. Again, San Francisco has not listed their official starter. It's likely going to be Junis pitching most of the innings. So we've got some options here. Randy Arozarena, Isaac Paredes, Jose Siri, Jock Peterson, Michael Conforto. Again, not a game I'm playing, but I will tweet out my official plays when those lines are available. Last game of the night is a game in LA. This is kind of a game where, if you play 2 or 3 early and you don't quite have your value returned and you want to get on, kind of a last ditch effort, I would play this game. I'm probably not going to play this game because there's so many A-rated before it, but if I would, Max Muncy and James Outman would be my plays. I will go ahead and zoom this out for you guys so that you can see everything in its entirety. Again, I have the limited version, so I am playing a team tonight only, and we will hope for the best. So again, if you guys, I'm a fool, guys, I'm a fool. What are we doing? There we go. Okay, I am playing a team tonight only. So again, figure out what works best for you guys, but I don't think you can go wrong this evening. Best of luck, and we will talk to you next Tuesday on the channel.